Hi everyone, how you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Right, I'm watching this new channel on Freeview. Now I don't have Sky, don't want it. I've got a European satellite system so I can get whatever sports channels I need, I can get them. But I don't want Sky because I don't want to pay through the nose for something like that. And I very rarely watch a lot of telly. You know, my favourite programmes are more or less sport, and maybe Colombo and Coronation Street, and I just watch those things sort of all the time, and I don't seem to sort of sit down and watch a film unless somebody recommends the film to me. If they recommend the film to me, then I will watch it. So I do watch a lot of documentaries, and I've started watching this new Freeview channel called PBS America. I think it's bloody great. It is wonderful. I just watched it an hour ago when they were doing the Australian history on the Anzacs. And that is the Australian contribution to World War I, along with the New Zealand troops as well. And how they assisted the Britons during Gallipoli. And this documentary goes into such detail. And you've got rare footage of the Australian film industry right back in its infancy when it first started out. I've met a few people that were involved in that film industry when I lived in Sydney, and I remember the stories that they used to tell me. So it was pretty accurate, I've got to tell you. So it's always good when you've got sort of a personal memory of it. Then you watch a program, and that program sort of bears out what you remember of that particular time in your life. Well, last night I'm watching PBS America, and I'm watching the German war machine, and I'm always fascinated with Nazi Germany. I'm not saying that I don't have a few tears in my eyes afterwards, especially when they're covering the Holocaust. But this conversation I'm having with you now is to inform you that a lot of German families maintained that they didn't really know that the Holocaust was taking place, but there are subsequent documentary filmmakers that have uncovered very rare footage of the average German families openly discussing what was happening with the Jews. And I think that that's right. I think that's what you would do. Try and put yourself in their sort of shoes on this one. Say you were an average German family at that time, and you'd heard of things like that were taking place, but you also heard about the Jewish sympathisers were rounded up and also taken to their deaths. You too would be too scared to say anything. But that doesn't mean that you wouldn't want to discuss it in the privacy of your own home. Well, if there was such a thing as privacy, with the way Hitler had his spies just about all over the place, with the Hitler Youth brainwashing fanatics that were going around sort of dobbing people in. But it's just great that after all this time, we've got sort of evidence that it was almost like common knowledge. Common knowledge. That it was all taking place while they were sitting down for a Sunday roast, the average German family. There were being these atrocities. And this PBS America is just so good at detailing the precise details of what really happened in our history. And I'm going to continue to watch it because I think it's wonderful, and it's on a Freeview channel. So I don't have to be beholden to a subscription to watch it. And I think it's just great. So having this week off now, I can collect my thoughts and I can decide what I want to do once I go back to work. Because I was contemplating on giving it all up and just living off my savings, but it's not quite that time yet, is it? The time to do that, I suppose, is when things are about to go completely turtle. And it's not quite at that point yet. It feels like it is, but for some reason the system is just hanging on and hanging on until the ultimate domino falls. I call the ultimate domino, I suppose, the United States. You know, I think when that domino falls, that has the potential to knock the rest down. Anyway, hope you like my setup. At the moment, I'm sat behind my bar, so you can see that the lights are flashing, and I'm just doing a multi-camera shoot because it is my time off work at the moment, and I'm not as stressed. In fact, I feel quite relaxed. And when I end this, I'm going to be continuing to watch more PBS America, because up to now, I think I've seen 3 documentaries and they've all been absolutely fantastic. Especially the fact that they could interview some of those that were involved during that last year of the war. That was just tear-jerking. I sat there last night after it was all over, and the emotion just came over me, just flooded over me. Bloody hell, it was just so emotional to watch it. And that's what happens when you're a Piscean, people. You feel emotionally. See y'all.